Today we're going to do one of my favorite tricks, called the Dancing Raisins. Before we do anything, let's talk about density. Think of density of how much stuff is packed into a certain amount of space. For example, we have these two containers that are the same size, and they both have the same density.
Why do they have the same density?
Because they are the same size and they're both empty.
Very good.
And they have air inside.
Yep, and that's all they have, isn't it?
I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna change up these densities.
Okay.
By putting raisins in here.
Okay.
One's gonna have less density than this one.
Okay, well let's see it. Let's do it.
So this is the first one. So I'm gonna put 3 in the first one. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna dump all of them in this one.
Oh, okay. All of them? Okay. Oh, there you go. Good job. Okay.
This one is more dense because it has more raisins in it. And this one is less dense because it has less raisins in it.
Right. And are they still the same size, though, the containers?
Yes.
They're the same size, but do they weigh the same?
No.
Which one weighs more?
This one.
Right. So they're the same size, but which one? Shake the one that weighs more. That's right. The one with all the more raisins in it. Okay.
So what makes things float or sink?
Okay, so let's put something in there. Put that quarter in the glass of water. Okay. Oh, what happened to it?
Sunk.
It sank, right? Okay. And let's try the die. Okay. Now let's try the Lincoln log. Oh, what happened to the Lincoln log?
Float.
I wonder why. That's right. The Lincoln log is less dense than the water, so it floats. Whereas the things that sank, the dice and the coins, they sank.
Hey, that's big.
It looks bigger in there? Yeah, that's true. That's a different science experiment, though.
Now that we understand density, let's do the dancing raisin trick.
What do we have here? What is this?
Sprite.
Okay.
Put a raisin in there.
So you filled the glass up with some...
Right.
Okay. All right. And then what do you put in the Sprite?
Raisins.
Okay. We'll put a couple in there. Okay.
Oops. The raisins are more dense than the soda that they're in.
Okay. So what happened as a result of that?
They sink.
That's right. They sink to the bottom because they're more dense than...
And when they get enough bubbles, they float back up.
What just happened?
It just floated back up. And when the bubbles pop, they go back down.
Okay, so why do they go up?
Because the bubbles are there.
So the bubbles are collecting on the raisins, and what they're acting like what?
Floaties.
That's right, and it went back down. Why did it go back down?
Because the bubbles pop. Without the bubbles acting like floaties, the raisins sink in the soda. The raisins are more dense than soda.
Okay, so when the bubbles get to the top, they pop, so they go back down. When the raisin's at the top, it's collecting enough bubbles to make it less dense than the Sprite. But then they pop and they go right back down. So this is all about density. And if something is more dense than the liquid it's in, it sinks. And if it's less dense, it floats.
is how submarines work. Thank you for doing science.